Hi, thanks for downloading and watching MyMac.com video review. My name is Tim Robertson, and I'm the publisher of MyMac.com. I'd appreciate some feedback after you watch this video and let us know if you liked it or disliked it, or what other products you'd like us to see reviewed in the future. Send us feedback at publisher@mymac.com. Today we're reviewing the i9 Benwin speaker system. This is a three-piece speaker system that consists of a subwoofer. The subwoofer has a 5 1/4 inch sub, and two satellite speakers which house a 3-inch mid-range speaker. Both the satellite speakers plug directly into the sub, and the sub plugs into your Mac. Unfortunately, this is not a USB compatible system, so if you don't have a mini plug jack, audio jack on the back of your Mac, you're going to have to buy a USB to mini jack converter, preferably the iMate. That works really well. You're also going to plug the subwoofer directly into your power outlet. As I said, both of these satellite speakers plug directly into the back of the sub via two connectors. Each connector is separate on each speaker, so one is a definite right, one is a definite left speaker. One is a PS2 port, and the other is an RCA jack. I'm not really sure why they do that. I guess it's so that any idiot can figure out what plugs into where on the back of the subwoofer, and you're not going to destroy something if you plug it into the wrong port. Sound quality wise, these are a decent sounding speaker. For $59.99, they actually sound like they should cost a little bit more. Everything on these speakers are controlled through one satellite. The one satellite has the power on and off switch light, so you can tell at a quick glance whether the speakers are active or not. It has the volume control. I found that I'd almost always turn the volume all the way up and then just a little bit down, and then control the sound of the speakers through the tonal control of my Macintosh, whether it's going to be more bass, more treble, or the volume control itself. Also on here is a bass control knob. Again, I turn that all the way up and then just kick it down a little bit. And lastly, there's a 3D button. The 3D button is supposed to simulate surround sound. It really doesn't. I thought when this button was pushed in and the 3D sound was activated, it didn't really sound that good. It lost a lot of tonal quality. Also on the speaker is the headphone jack. A lot of Power Macs do not have a speaker or a headphone jack on the front of the machine, and a lot of people keep their machines on the floor. So if you want to listen to your Mac and have headphones on, you literally have to go to the floor and plug in a headphone jack and hope that the cord is long enough to reach. With these, your worries are over. You simply plug into here with your headphones, it kills the sound to the subwoofers, and you can enjoy your music in private. Tonal quality was not too bad. I compare these with my own speakers that I use on a daily basis, which is the Monsoon M1000s. Unfortunately for me, the M1000s cost $200. Fortunately for you, if you don't have that much money, you can get pretty darn close sound for $59.99. The subwoofer is going to kick out 18 watts of power, and each one of these satellites are going to kick out 5.5 watts. The cords on the back of the satellites are 6 foot, so you have a little bit of room to position your sub on the floor wherever you want it. The sub really should be on the floor. You're going to get a better, more deep bass sound out of the speaker down there. Without any bass coming out of this at all, listening to just these, it sounds horrible. You really do need all three pieces working at the same time. If you don't have any external speakers on your Macintosh, say you have a flat panel iMac or an older iMac, or an iBook or a TiBook, you really do want to add external speakers. They sound much better than speakers that come bundled with your Macintosh. They sound much better. For $59.99, you can't go wrong with these speakers. From an audiophile standpoint, they're a little hollow sounding, a little plasticky sounding. I could live with the sound if I had to. I would prefer myself to spend $200 and get a better sounding set of speakers than the Benwins. But the Benwins really, at least the i9 model, is not catered to an audiophile. If you play a lot of games on your machine and you listen to a few MP3s, the i9s are probably the only thing you're ever going to need. So taking into consideration the price and the performance of these speakers, I'd have to give them a 4 out of 5 Mac Mice rating. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. These score I would say somewhere between a 3.5 and a 4. So we're just going to go right ahead and say this is a 4 out of 5 speaker. $60 for a nice pair of speakers is not a lot of money. Get the white ones. They're going to look better with your Macintosh, a lot better than these slate blue. I don't know, it looks more gray to me. One of the neat things that the satellites do is they rotate. I don't know why you'd want to rotate and put your sound straight up. A really good set of speakers do not rotate. They're going to fill the area of music or sound. You don't need to have a little gimmick to point it where you want the sound. So to keep that in mind, a good pair of flat panel speakers will sound better than these. But a really good pair of flat panel speakers are going to cost you a lot more than these. So if you're looking for a speaker in the $60 range, you can't go wrong with the Benwin i9s. Thanks for watching mymac.com video review. Again, send us some feedback at publisher@mymac.com, and we'll see you soon.